Hey, what is happening? Chad here with Equip, Empower, and Encourage with Chad Allen. Hey, today we are going to be discussing getting back to the basics. That's right, getting back to the basics. Why? Because this world is full of garbage, right? It's full of the latest and greatest technology, which is AI. It's they People say you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, but at the end of the day, it all goes back to the basics. All right, what am I talking about? And before we get started, you can support me by going to prosperwithchad.com. That's prosperwithchad.com, and you can support me there, as well as like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my podcast, Facebook, wherever you're at. Make a comment in the comment section, and so we can get those questions answered, or just the comments and whatnot. And so, what are we talking about? We're talking about getting back to the basics, and we're talking about uh, what the latest and greatest thing out there, which is basically AI. And AI, ChatGPT has taken the world by storm, right? Everybody is like, gotta have ChatGPT, gotta have AI, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and everybody's looking for the easy way of getting things done. They want everything to be easy. They want it done for you. They want things that are going to where they don't have to do anything. All they gotta do is push a button, and great things are going to happen. And I'm here to tell you that there are cases of that happening, but it's usually because of the good marketing, personalization, and the person's ability to move people through a funnel, and do it well and get them to buy. But even then, even they have to reach out and follow up with that person 8, 10, 12 times before there is a buy from that particular individual. So when we talk about getting back to the basics, we're talking about getting your message to be personalized to the client. Is picking up the phone and making the phone call, or sending out the message, communicating and relating with other people, because this is something that AI cannot do for you. AI cannot personalize for you. They cannot take a conversation that you have and make it so that you can tailor it to that particular uh, question at that very moment. It also does not give the human touch. It cannot give human touch. It cannot give the human element to anything. It can only give a computerized version of what they have. And so, it's like there's companies out there that with AI will build your website. With AI, they will build your email campaign. With AI, they will build this, they will build that. And that is all great, and it's pretty amazing. And also when you see it, it's pretty cool actually. I mean, gotta admit that is quite neat. However, what is missing out of all that is that personalization. Being able to personalize your being able to personalize everything to that particular person. So how you get back to the basic in a world that is changing so much? Well, it takes personal action steps to do that. Realizing that technology is there for your to help you. It's like a help aid, but it's not something that can replace who you are, what you do, and how you relate. You see, the people that relate the most to other people are the ones that are typically the ones that are going to be more successful in whatever they do. The ones who pick up the phone, make the phone call, or send out the messages, the ones who follow up 8, 9, 10 times with those people. If they're not, if that person is more like a cold or warm, then if you're not following up with those people all the time, you lose that prospect that could potentially be part of your business. And it doesn't matter what business opportunity you have. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have, like what product you're selling, whatever. It's the exact same for every single one of them. Even those that use technology and AI to build their websites, to build their email campaigns, it still requires a human element. That stuff can only go but so far. And what happens is when we are so focused on technology, we're so focused on the AI type side of it, we forget that we are human. And see, and when people read your messages and they know when it's AI generated. They they know the AI might do a pretty good job of writing you a email. It might do a pretty good job of writing your webpage. But when they start to read and they start seeing things, they know that hey, this is AI generated. And so when you don't have the element, the human element put in there, it's not showing that you're actually caring about the individual at all. It's not showing that you actually care what their needs are. Because see, when you are talking to an individual, you're chatting back and forth, talking on the phone back and forth. You're able to dictate and understand where that particular person is coming from. And when you're able to understand where that particular person is coming from, then you're able to tailor your message, to that person so that they understand that what you offer will actually either be beneficial or not beneficial to them. And this is something that AI can't do for you. Maybe way down in the future, it could do something like that. It'd be kind of close, but it will always be missing your human touch. And so I want to encourage you to not get too involved in the AI craze. I did back in November and December, and even January, and I realized I was like, oh my goodness, this is. I mean, everything that AI is producing, I didn't like. I didn't like the emails that it produced. I didn't like the website that it was trying to produce, help me with the headlines and all that crazy stuff. And to me, it just felt so how would I say? It felt so uh robotic, it didn't feel, normal. And and I and I decided to stop it because it wasn't it wasn't me. It wasn't who I was. It wasn't my words in there. You see, this is what happens when you're talking about with AI. It takes away your creativity. It takes away your voice, and it replaces it with a robot. And that robot doesn't always get your messaging what you want to say. And still, you have to go way back. You have to go read through the whole thing again, and it gets mundane and it's boring because you got to read through the whole thing. Someday you produce like 5, 10, 6, 8 pages, whatever, and you got to read the whole thing again. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not. This is like I can't do this. The message it doesn't make sense. How can I fix it? So it's having the right. You got to have the right kind of mindset, the right kind of understanding of what AI can do for you, and then move past that and be personal, with the people that you have. So you want to send out the messages on a personal level. You want to pick up the phone, make the phone call, give people a call. People miss that. People want that. Honestly, people People out there, even though they get kind of annoyed sometimes with getting a lot of calls at times, at the end of the day, they really like that personal touch. They really like the person saying, "Hey, what's up?" Because they know you're real. They know you're real. That you're not some kind of spammer, scammer, whatever is out there. They know that you're real. When you have like your funnel, and I have a great funnel that I can share with you, and it's so cheap, like $25 a month. Instead of paying $300 for the other stuff, you can pay $25 with me, and you can have like everything the exact same as that $300 one. And because what happens is when you're collecting that information and you're collecting a phone number, you're collecting an email, guess what? You can now personalize with them. You can pick up the phone right away when you get that contact. Hey, how are you doing? My name is so and so, and I want to congratulate you for connecting with me and want to know more information about this business. So, what time? I have a call, a corporate call that I like to do before you get on. It tells you everything about it. What at this particular time? Are you open on this day? Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll see you there, and let's chat afterwards. So you do these things, and you learn how to invite people. That's where you start to have the success. And for me personally, I got away from that, right? And it cost me growth in my business. It really did. I got away from that because I got technologically uh, sidetracked. The shiny object. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. If I could just, I'll just use the AI to produce all of my emails, and it'd be so easy. I'll use the AI to help me build my website. This would be so easy. And all along, I forgot the personal touch. And when you go back and you read that thing, it's like, what the heck? What the heck did this thing right? And you realize that it cost you. It actually cost you prospects because people see that what they read is not you. It's not you. So when it comes to like the one thing that I've really learned about marketing and getting yourself out there is that people want you. They want you. They don't want Mr. GPT. They don't want that. It's cool. It's nice. It's pretty cool. I mean, it helps in some things, but it's not you. They buy you. That's who they buy. And so learning how to tailor your messaging for them to understand what it is that they need. See, we're here to solve problems, right? If you want to solve a problem, what are you going to do? You have a solution. How are you going to solve the problem with the solution that you have? And so it's not about me, it's about them, right? It's about them, what they need, what they want. You know, you might need $10,000 a month, so you can pay off your bills, get everything done. But you know what? They don't care about that. They can care less that you need 10 grand a month to pay off your bills. They don't care. Nobody cares about that. You care, but the others don't care. So it becomes what? What can you do for them? How can you impact their life? How can you make their life better? How can you solve the problem that they are facing? Do you solve their problem? Because when you solve their problem, then your problem gets solved as well. It may not happen right away, but it will happen because you are putting them first instead of yourself first. So I hope this really helped you to understand that you need to get back to the basics, uh, back to the 1970s, 1950s, uh, 80s, when you're picking up the phone, you're talking to people, you're in person. Hey, that stuff works. When you're talking about in person can also be Zoom, right? It may be online, but at least you're face to face. So get back to the basics. Stop with that AI stuff. It's great. It's a help aid, but do not allow it to replace you. It can never replace you. People buy you, not AI. So just remember that, okay? And this was a big lesson for me, and I had to learn it the hard way, and lost a lot of business because of it. And I'm sharing with you so you don't lose business, because I don't want you to lose, because I want to see you be successful in whatever you do. All right, so I want to say thank you for being on this call. You can support me by going to prosperwithchad.com. That's prosperwithchad.com. And you can like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my podcast, Facebook, make a comment as well. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend and Friday. And we will talk to you soon. We'll see you on Monday. Take care.